Yena Osmati. What's good, everybody? It's Siyaphiwe the Melanin, the sweet chocolate Tia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. To my returning subscribers, what's good, all of you? Welcome back. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. We are back. I know it's been a long time, but we are back. And as you can tell by the title of this video today, I have a story time in honor of Pride In honor of Pride Month, we're doing a coming out story. It's been a long time. I've been saying I'm gonna do a coming out story, but I think now it's a good time to do that. So without further ado, let's just get straight to the video. Okay, so I generally struggled a lot with understanding who I was when I was growing up. So I always knew that I was different, but I did not necessarily knew that I was gay. So I struggled a lot with understanding myself within the environment that I grew up in. So when I was growing up, a lot of people bullied me for being gay. Well, else I did not believe I was gay, child. I knew I was different, but I didn't want to believe ba gay. Yeah, bon? So fast forward to first year coming to varsity. When I came to varsity, I then met a lot of queer people, and I was introduced to a space that is kind of more welcoming to queer people. I remember seeing the first trans person, like in real life, seeing a trans person, and I was like, and they just like, we had a good conversation with that person. I was like, girl, I love you, I freaking love you. And then I met other gay people, flamboyant gay people, like, who put on nails. I remember when I met Okuku for the first time, he had nails on, he had hair done, and I was like, I'm loving this. But I was still like, not sure if that was what I wanted to do. So I was like, I convinced myself that I was straight for quite a long time. Whereby, I mean, during my first year, a lot of my friends would question me, are you gay? And I was like, what? Gay? Who? Me? Straight as a rule, I'm dead. Straight as a rule. I had girlfriends in high school. Now this is not a track record, because I dated a lot of girls in high school. And not a lot of girls. I think I dated 4 girls. Yeah, I have 4 ex-girlfriends. So so I'll be like, I know I dated 4 girls, once or not. So it was just that, yeah, bro. And then fast forward to, I think I'm fast forwarding a lot. It's because I want to go to the coming out story and not more of prior. Okay, still on prior. I think one thing I struggled with it's accepting myself first. I needed to accept who I was before the world could accept me. Because trust me, back in high school, funny enough, I had a gay friend. Back in primary school, I had a gay friend. But to me, I went through a phase where I believed that being gay is unnatural. But at the very same time, I was like, yeah, you go, girl, you go, on my gay friends. Yeah, but I believed that there is gay people for them, but for me, it was unnatural. It was just too confusing. I know you're also confused, child, just like how I was. So back then, I didn't even think that I was in a closet because I believed, or rather, I made myself to believe that I was straight. And then fast forward to second year, where I met this guy who wanted me. Like, I am capable of being wanted. Okay, I'm loving how you treating me. Okay, call me baby. Okay, I don't know, like, I loved the attention from the guy, and I was like, this confuses me more. And then I remember I came out to my friend Bazi. That's the first person who knew that I had queerness within my brain. So I was like to him, friend, I'm bisexual. Sorry to bi people. Sorry to bi people. I know I'm very weird. I think a lot of gay people do that. It's like you are putting their feet on the waters, testing the waters type of vibe. So I was just like dipping the feet to see the temperatures of the water. If they were like yes, then I was gonna go in. But also I think I believed that I was bisexual, crazy enough. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm bisexual. My friend and I started having discussions about the LGBTQ community and what's or not in one day. Now, this is the same day I came out to him. We were like on the streets, and then I told him that we had this conversation. So now we were waiting, like, well, we were talking, I mean, similar strategy, and then this guy passes by, and when he passes by, he looks at us and then spits on the floor, like it was like. So that got to me, and it also got to my friend, like both of us. I think with all homophobic comments and whatnot that I've faced, that one hit me more. And the main reason for it to hit me more, it was because that is the first time I became vulnerable with my sexuality, and I was like to my friend, I'm opening up and saying I am a queer person, you understand? And then immediately after that, I get such a comment, or rather such an action against me. So it just got to me, and I was like, you know what, this is probably a sign that this is not the theme. This is not the tea you thought it was. Yeah, bon? So this is not the life you really want to live. Like, do you understand? And then I told the guy who was shellering me, and I was like, this is what happened. He said he's sorry, and then I apologized to my friend, because my friend cried. I don't like crying in front of people, so I didn't cry in front of him. I cried alone at home. Sick. So that happened. So that just drew me away from being queer and what's or not. And then I remember this was in lockdown now, 21 days year lockdown. So we're drinking, my friends and I, and all this all these feelings came to me that you do not have to be gay, you are not gay, it's so unnatural and what's or not. And there was this guy who was shadowing me. So like, it was just a confusing phase of my life. And then I told the guy, I was like, you are confusing me, I'm not gay, you're making me do things that I don't want to do, I'm gonna put me and what's or not. And the guy was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave you alone, Siyaphiwe, it's fine. I'm sorry that I put you in that particular uncomfortable space. So he literally withdrew from me, and I was just left with my thoughts alone. And then I started praying the gay away. I started, when I was at church, I'd pray that please remove this. It's an abomination and what's or not. I started going through the phase of praying the demons away from me, until I realized that it was actually not working. And then I started praying in a different tone now. My prayers were, show me a way forward, show me a life that I'm supposed to live, God, and what's or not. And mind you, back in high school, I was a hardcore Christian type of vibe. Like, I was a believer. I'm still a believer now. I'm fixing my relationship with God. Okay, I'm oversharing. I'm oversharing. Okay, cool. Let's move from that, child. Let's literally move from that. So, fast forward to, okay, then I told my friend that, you know what, I'm not bisexual, I'm straight. And I was like, okay, whatever you say. I think he knew that I was crazy. Cool. And then Matabo and I, if you know that I had a channel with Umatabo S&M, we then, I think this video is so long, I'm sorry, we then like decided to make this video, Tinder in a week. So I signed up for Tinder for a week just for experimental purposes. And then when I was alone in my room, the first day we downloaded the Tinder account, when we were together, I said girls. When I was alone, I was like, I want to see the boys. I want to see, you understand? Okay. And then I added boys on my account. Yeah, but with Bang you say, I'm a boys if you ever had Tinder. Cool. And then I started swiping right on cute boys. I was like, you snack, you tempted, you understand? Yeah. And after doing that, I matched with a couple of guys. We started speaking, and I enjoyed the conversations. I enjoyed how they treated me. And it was like, this is something I think I want, yeah. And then I told my friend, I was like, I did this with Tinder, and she was like, oh no, it's cool and what's so nice. Y'all didn't see the video because I didn't want to expose that part of me, because I was not yet comfortable with it being out if I'm not comfortable myself with it. So that's why you don't know the Tinder video. I'm sorry I messed content. Funny enough, I found myself through content creation. Imagine. Cool. So I started speaking with these guys, and then after a couple of weeks, I told my friends, I was like, you know what, guys, I'm bisexual. Sorry to bi communities. Sorry. Yo, did you use Sana? Did you use the New Zealand, and I'm so sorry. I'm so motherfucking sorry. So cool. I said I was bisexual. My friends were like, okay, but or not. So my friends, I think one of the greatest things about me coming out is that I had a support system. So even when I said I was bisexual, my friends supported me. They were like, no, we're here for you. They didn't say we're here for you as if I'm dying. They were like, yeah, we always knew and what's not. And like, you don't know the cute things that people say when you come out. So I had a support system that was so good. And then what happened? And then all my friends started speaking about like, in a scenario where you have a wife and what's or not. And like, I used to cringe. I used to literally cringe when they made an image of me being a husband to a wife. And it was not giving me what it's supposed to give. But every time they were like, with your husband, who's gonna pay lobola? So when they say husband, man, bole, leona, it's the eats, you know? So I remember one day they were like, when you with your with my girlfriend, I'm gay. That's how I came out as a gay person to my friends. I was like, hey, I'm gay. They were like, oh my god, we you and that's or not. So cool. Now my friends know. All my friends know. How did I come out to the public? There was this thing in day one. It's a question you answer for day one, you answer for day two, you answer for day three. Day two was, would you ever kiss a guy? And I posted that and said yes with the rainbow emoji. So that was me coming out to the public. If you didn't catch it, that's on you. I didn't think I owed the public anything, literally. So it was just, I don't know, it was just me freeing myself and saying, okay, it's out there. If you didn't catch it, didn't catch it, it's fine. Now this is where the problem began. I was now living a queer life, a gay life, flamboyant gay life, and Joburg. But when I was back at home, I could not leave that gay life because I was still afraid of how my parents were gonna accept me as a queer person. I started having anxiety. I had anxiety attacks. I think I had two, but one of the anxiety attacks was not because of my queerness, but was about another problem. So I had so many problems stick to one another. This is 2021 last year. Had so many problems stick to one another, and it like literally stressed me and I started going to psychiatrist. So a psychologist, spoke to her and what's or not, and then I was like, you know what, I need my parents to know that I'm gay. Because for me to be out there and live a gay life, I need my parents to also be proud of who I am as a person, as the way they were proud of who I am as a straight person, the way they knew me. You understand? So it weighed on me. I wanted to tell my mom, I wanted to tell my dad, I wanted to tell my siblings, but I couldn't find it within me to tell them. Whenever we were together, I would like want to bust it out. I would be like, guys, I'm gay, do not what, yeah, well, but I couldn't. Whenever I was there, I couldn't. And then I remember one day I called my mom. We were talking on the phone about like general things. So we're talking, and this is how I came out to my mom. We're on a call. Like, she's talking, and literally inside me, all I'm thinking about is, Mom, I'm gay. Mom, I'm gay. So I was not listening to what she was saying, basically, because everything in my brain was screaming gay, gay, gay. So I felt the pressure to come out at that particular point, and it was like, I can't even describe the feeling. I literally can't even describe the feeling, but it was like it's boiling inside of me and it wants to burst out, yabo? And then I was like, oh, girl. No, I didn't say girl. Not me lying to you. I didn't say girl. So I was like, oh, mom, also I forgot to tell you I'm gay. Yabo? Like literally, bomb dropped just like that. Boom. Pantisana. That's how I came out to my mom. I was like, girl, I forgot to, not girl. I was like, mom, I forgot to tell you I'm gay. Yeah, well, and she was like, ah, you're pranking me again. Yeah, well, and that like made it more difficult for me because now I had to explain myself and I didn't want to do that. I literally didn't want to explain myself. So I was like to her, no, I'm not pranking you. I think, my mom used to say this, if a parent has a queer person, a queer child, they know that their child is queer. Regardless of whether the child says it or not, they know they can see it as a parent. So I used that against that type of vibe. So I was like to her, no, remember you said when a parent has a gay son, they can see. So I think now you could see from a long time, good, I'm gay, just that now I feel like I need to tell you not or not. And she was like, okay, I love you regardless. You're still my son, nothing has changed. You forever be my baby and what or not. And at that moment, I was so freaking happy and I was so freaking free, because my mom said what what I used to listen to almost every day and craved. There's a song by Callum Scott saying, no matter what. There's a song by Callum Scott, go listen to it, No Matter What by Callum Scott. It's a coming out song also. So I craved hearing those words from my parents, my mom saying, no matter what, I'll always love you. You're always my son, no matter what. And then when she said it, it was like, wow, okay, cool. Now so I literally enjoyed that moment. I didn't come out like face to face with my mom because I feared that she might not want, she might not accept me as a queer person. I was like, let me stop saying queer. Okay, I'm trying to be inclusive too much. As a gay person, I didn't want my mom to reject me in front of me. She can say, like, my problem was seeing it in her eyes that she's disappointed. So I didn't want it. That's why I did it over a call than in person. Yeah, so I came into my mom like that, and then when my mom, I think a month later or 2 weeks later or something like that, my mom called me and we were like having a conversation, and she was like, out of the blue, fam, I didn't raise it, out of the blue, she was like, the new you inspires me. Oh, la mama sana, la mama. My mom was like, the new you inspires me, it gives me powers, like it gives me strength. I love you for who you are, that I'm, and you know what she said to me, be like Somizi, be unapologetically gay, do anything that you feel. And you know, getting those words from your mom, guys, so she was like that, be like Somizi, do everything that you want, be you, be authentic no matter what, but also in the same breath have a thick skin, because the world is not accepting. My mom was honest with me. She was like, the world is not so accepting, my son. Make sure that you have a thick skin and always be you regardless. Have a thick skin, be you. And I was like, oh, yo, lo mama, like, why did God give me this parent and not give everyone this parent? Because like, my wish is for each and every queer person to have a mother like mine. You understand? Like, my mom is everything, guys. My mom is literally everything for what she said on that particular moment. And I think I needed to hear that from her, because after the child, I swear, when I rock a crop top outside, I don't care what people are gonna say. Because one thing about my mom, she will take the photos and post them. Like, she's my #1 supporter, and I love that for myself. I love that for myself. I love that for us. You understand? So that's how I came out to my mom, and that's how my relationship with my mom, like, it blossomed afterwards. Like, I won't even lie. I think my mom didn't tell other people that I'm gay. I don't know. Like, for her, she said she doesn't see the need for people, for her, for me to come out to other people, basically. She said it's not like being gay is the only thing you are as a human being. Like, there's a lot to you. Being gay is not the only thing you are. So be just you. If they have questions, they have questions. It's on them. You don't necessarily have to tell them that, hey, the first thing when you see someone, I'm gay. Like, Araboni is demo. So but every time when I meet a person, I'm like, I'm gay. If they see it, they see it. If they don't. It's cool. You are see. Let them see you for who you are. You understand? And I love that for myself, and I love that for us and what's or not. Fast forward to how my brothers found out that I'm gay. So how did my brother find out that I'm gay? I was now flamboyant as F. One thing about me, I was flamboyant as F. I started changing my look. If you know me back in 2018, 2019, 2020, and then look at me now in 2021 and 2022, my style literally changed. And it was not a change of, okay, now I want to change my style. I just like gradually grew. I was not this flamboyant. I was not this baby. I know I don't look like a baby today, but yeah, I was not a baby that I am today. You understand? I did not care about doing my nails, putting on accessories, and being flamboyant. I didn't care about that. But after coming out, it was just me. So my brother, one of my my cousin knew that I was gay, so she spoke about it in front of my brother. My brother was like, "Oh, actually you came out." I was like, "Mom didn't tell you." She was like, "No." He was like, "No, she didn't tell me. Why am I messing up my pronouns?" Yo, she was like, he was like, "He didn't tell, she did." What I was telling what or not, and I was like, "Okay, cool. I am gay and what or not." One was just like, "Why did it take you time to come out?" I told him my fears of being rejected and what or not. I was like, "Have you ever seen me being homophobic to anyone?" And I was like, "I've never. My brother has never been homophobic to anyone. Okay, at least in front of me, I've never seen it." So now I have the best relationship with my brother. Oh, baby boy randomly texts me. I'm like, "Totally boyfriend." You understand? Like, and I love how interested he is to understand queer people through me. He asked me questions and I'm not uncomfortable about it because the approach is good and he's willing to learn. You understand? My brother, the first time he knew about femininity, the whole entire day he was like, feminine, because like he was so excited to know that the feminine person, the masculine person, like, understand? And he like, oh, and it's just wonderful. Oh my god. Okay, I'm soaking it in. Yeah. And then my dad. Okay, last part, my dad. I feared telling my dad that I'm gay. And then I think same thing, rejection. My dad. When I look at him, I like, you understand, fathers always look at their sons and think, okay, uzokhulisa isibongo and so not. And in my back of the mind, I'm like, Andi khulise sibongo. Yeah, I understand type of vibe. And my father is from Mozambique, and the mindset of Mozambicans, or Mozambicans, when it comes to queerness, it's just like not giving. So I texted him, told him, "Baby boy, I'm gay, and I love being gay." I sent him a message on WhatsApp. He blue ticked me. So that's where I stand with my dad. I think he was like, okay, I know, and just passed it. His reaction was not, my dad will not give you a reaction, guys. He literally didn't give me a reaction because he blue ticked me, and I was like, okay, done. He definitely has. Wait, guys, have I seen my dad after coming out? I think I've never seen my dad after that. Yo, yeah, I haven't seen my dad after that message. No, this is gonna be weird. I haven't seen my dad after that. But he didn't disown me, so we cool with that, because I thought he was gonna disown me, but he didn't disown me. But I've never seen him, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna tell y'all on Instagram and WhatsApp what happened, and I'm gonna make a TikTok maybe. No, TikTok is too much. Instagram stories and WhatsApp. If you don't follow me, it's Siyaphiwe_S.